Good morning. Today's Lenten Devotion comes from Luke 21, and it's the widow's offering. I'll read it now. As Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. Truly I tell you, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she had to live on. Other translations use the term for a very small coin in that day that were called mites, so you may be familiar with this story as the widow's mite. Now, we've heard this story many times, and there are many great lessons to be drawn from it. Usually, the widow teaches us about a cheerful giving heart or having a faith that gives in abundance. But today, I want to think about just one thing. Who is this widow? In that time, widows couldn't work, and she would have been dependent on the generosity of those landowners who were following the Mosaic law spelled out in Deuteronomy. She was insignificant, unimportant, poor, and dependent on others for assistance. She is contrasted with the rich. These other people were giving generous gifts to the temple, and in those days they would have been honored and revered in the temple, in their cities, and in their cultures. The rich were important then, and they're revered now. But Jesus says no. The widow is the hero of this story. She holds the place of honor in my kingdom. She is not only accepted, she's not only respected, she is shown to have given more than all the others. In the kingdom of God, the insignificant are significant. The unimportant people are important. The reviled are revered. The unloved are loved. So, as you go out into your world today or this week, keep an eye out. Who is unimportant today? Who is despised? Who is unloved? Who are the poor and those dependent on others? If Jesus is saying to them that they are loved, if Jesus is saying that they are not only part of the kingdom, but they are the greatest in the kingdom of God, then perhaps we need to do the same. If we only started to see the widows in our own times, perhaps they could teach us some hospitality too. Grace and peace to you today. See you later.